Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is another one of my bonus episodes. I will be doing another Witch's Moon unboxing. You guys seem to really like the last one that I did, which made me very warm and fuzzy inside because I was a little nervous putting it up. I don't really know if people are interested in like a horror booktube talking about witchcraft and Wicca. But I really love this box. Again, I used a lot of the stuff in this box as self-care to help with like my anxiety and stuff like that, and I am really pleased with what they do in this box and how they handle it, and I'm really glad that it resonated with you guys and you were really interested in hearing more about not only the box but witchcraft in general. So yeah, so let's dive right in. Here she is. So this is the July 2021 box. I will be getting the August 2021 box very shortly, and I think I'm gonna just start making this like a bonus episode every single month since you guys have seemed to really like it. So I will have the August one probably up in like a week or two after this guy goes up, whenever it shows up in the mail. The box usually shows up like first or second week of the month, usually the first week. But yeah, so this is the Witch's Moon box. This is a witchcraft custom box. It retails for about $54 every single month. I have been getting this box for years. I started getting just like their one-off boxes years ago. I would see a box that I was like, ooh, this is really cool and fun, and I would purchase that. And then as I got more and more involved in my own personal craft, I decided that I loved the box so much that I took the plunge and I got the full monthly subscription, and it has been years. So we are gonna dive right in and see what we have for this month. So I'm gonna start with our little spoiler card. I'm just going to read the theme of the month. As I said in my last video, their spoiler cards are very long, very in-depth, so I'm not really going to read through the whole thing. But let's just read what we have up first. So this month's theme is psychic armor, and it says, as we continue to craft and create our intentions on this beautiful journey, we must be vigilant in protecting our space and psyche. A very familiar task, we work to maintain our awareness towards impeding spirits and energy that intend to disrupt and invade our workings and well-being. We are not naive in thinking we can walk unprotected on our path. We stand confident in knowing that we surround ourselves with many guides, friendly spirits, and natural allies. In this very sacred collection, we work with one-of-a-kind tools that were created to fortify your psychic armor so that you may practice your craft without fear of intrusion. So last month, if you saw my video, which I will link up in the cards, they focused very heavily on like Chinese mythology and the dragon. I did add my dragon from the last box to my bookshelf, my little bronze dragon, I forget what he is, but he's adorable. This one sounds like it is going to be more of like an overall theme of protecting the psyche. Okay, so we get our oracle reading. Every month you will get one oracle card that the witches over at the Witch's Moon have hand chosen with an intention for the individual that the box is going to. So I got this one, and it says, heart of the matter, align life's pathways through the heart. And then it has this really pretty artwork on both the front and the back. Okay. We then get three pieces of art, ideally for Book of Shadows. So these ones are actually designed to fit into a handmade, hand-pressed, or literally handmade with like pressed leaves. It's a leather-bound book, actually, that we got in a box, I believe last April. Okay, yes, so they sent us this book about over a year ago now at this point, and it's very beautiful. It has like the tree of life on it and this symbol. But it is all hand pressed, so you can even see like, I don't know if you can see it on my camera, but like the leaves in it, like it's very beautiful. And these are designed to go in it. So I have filled my own Book of Shadows here with their art. And then I take little notes on like what I think of each thing. So we have 3 Book of Shadows artwork. And they seem to all be about stone. So this one is black obsidian. We have smoky quartz and hematite. Very beautiful, and they're just for reference, and if you want, you can fit them in the book that they sent. We then get a spell, which is also the right size to fit in the book. I love that they do this. They don't do this every single month, but they do this pretty periodically, so I've been slowly filling up my book. And so the spell says, within this circle, within this space, I call upon my guides to protect and keep me safe. All that is welcome must leave. So mote it be. So then we get our little herbs. So let's see, we have devil's claw, peppercorn, and star anise. Like I said in my last video, I'm not really into like herbs. I don't use herbs too much. Sometimes I make syrups for cocktails out of the herbs. I've made a couple sachets before, and I've done a little bit of like alchemical work, but not really. I'm not really super into herbs. So then, as always, we do get some kind of incense. This is a rope incense. Let's see, what does this smell like? Oh, that smells really, really nice. So usually you get the traditional stick incense. Sometimes you'll get a full smudge stick or these little rope incense. Or sometimes, even rarely, you'll get little cone incenses too. So I like all types of incense. I have the means and the tools to burn all of them, primarily because of the witch's moon. They do tend to send you a lot of cool stuff, especially when burning like cone incense or smudge sticks. You sometimes should use like certain tools to burn those, but they have made sure that I have them all, so we have that as well. Okay, so then we get our magical anointing oil. This is psychic armor. Let's see what this smells like. Interesting. It reminds me of like sweet Play-Doh, which is like a weird scent, but it does. We get our bath salt, which says Lunasa, which is one of the 8 Sabbats on the Wiccan calendar. Just like in all religions, there are like holidays, and Lunasa is one of them. I'm sure I'm probably saying that wrong. I've pronounced a lot of things wrong, but that's okay. If you guys want to correct me down below, please feel free to correct me in the comments. All right, then we get our beeswax candle, little black candle, and then we get this beautiful little dish with a hot plate in it. So I'm assuming this is for burning like charcoal or burning incense. I'm sure it will tell us down below. And then, ooh, okay. Then we get what looks like obsidian beads. There's three different types of beads on here. The black's definitely obsidian. I would assume these are smoky quartz, and this might be hematite since we had the hematite thing for our Book of Shadows. Let's see, we'll take this little plastic off. We get our little tassel. Okay, so let's go through and see what all of this is. Okay, so we get the Psychic Protection and Enchantment Necklace. We have created this necklace with black obsidian, smoky quartz, and hematite stone beads. Boom. Ensuring that each has been picked for its quality and beneficial properties. Many of these stone beads are black obsidian used for scrying and visionary attributes, commonly found as the material used for creating scrying mirrors or gazing balls. Black obsidian, okay. So it goes on a whole thing about what each stone is for. Again, then it says, in addition to creating this necklace for protection and enchantment purposes, we have followed the anatomy of the mala to bring sacredness and symbolism into your workings. Containing 108 beads is very specific to the mala and was known as the number of existence in the Vedic tradition. As well as the importance behind the beads, the tassel holds the symbolism of 1,000 lotus petals. As you place this necklace in your hand, start by holding the large black obsidian above the tassel between your thumb and index finger. As you pull each bead through your fingers, recite your intended affirmation. You will begin to notice that your focus and attention become sharp and aware. This affirmation can be as simple as, I am protected and powerful. After each use, this necklace has been charged and can be worn during rituals or throughout your day to capture the energy placed within. Allow this necklace to refine your psychic sight, fortify your protective barrier, and realign you or your path. Okay, we then do get the black obsidian, smoky quartz, and hematite Book of Shadows artwork. We get the incense vessel, and it says we have placed this decorative container within this collection so that you may burn incense or simply store any items that may be sacred to you. This container can also be used as a censer when sand and charcoal has been added. Placed near your altar among your sacred space. So yes, you can use this for both like cone incense as well as like charcoal burning. I like it. I like that it has this little lid with the air holes. Like, it's so pretty. I have some cone incense left over. I might use that later. Okay. We then get the black protection spell candle. the protection mantra and sigil artwork. Oh, was there a sigil on the spell? Oh, there was! There is a little sigil on the spell. That's really cute. Okay. We get the Psychic Armor Magical Anointing Oil. And they have enchanted this magical anointing oil with cedarwood, almond, sandalwood, frankincense, and myrrh oils. And have included the herbs of rosemary, frankincense, and St. John's wort as well. And then we do get the Lunisad Celebratory Sacred Salt. We've created the Sacred Salt blend in celebration of Lunasa, marking the beginning of the harvest season and commonly celebrated on August 1st between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. This is a time of celebration and gratitude and can be a wonderful time to focus your intentions on the abundance that has come and the prosperity of the future. As you sink into this beautiful aroma of the sacred salt, visualize a bright light consuming your aura and expanding around you. We've enchanted the sacred salt with frankincense, rosemary, and basil oils, as well as frankincense, rosemary, and St. John's wort. So again, it is going as like a companion to our oil. And then we get, it is Nag Champa. So we get Nag Champa ritual rope incense. If you've never smelled Nag Champa, if you've ever walked into like any kind of like occult store, that's traditionally like the scent that they're burning. Oh, Nag Champa smells so good. And this one is designed, they gave us this to fit into that vessel, which is very, very nice. And then we get the star anise, the devil's claw, and the peppercorn, along with our personal oracle reading and the parchment paper. Okay, so I know a lot of people were asking me to kind of expand on like what I would use some of these items for or how like my meditation would work. And I figured I would just do like a little like quick go through how I personally would use the items in this box for meditation. So what I would primarily use out of this box, absolutely the bath salt, not in my meditation. I would use this separately. I usually like to take baths either right before or right after I do meditation, just because it helps me really, really relax. I am a bartender. I'm on my feet all day, so a bath and soaking in like a salt is literally life-saving. So I would definitely use the bath salt, but I would use it separately from the ritual. I don't make salt circles. I know a lot of people perceive that like a circle of salt is like kind of like a witchy thing. I don't do that. I'm not even sure if a lot of people really do that. I know that happens a lot in the movies, but I've never really done that. I use bath salts as bath salts. Yes, it is still, I'm not saying that if you use salt circles that that's bad. It's absolutely not. I understand how salt is used to like purify and protect. That is like part of the reason why I like using this bath salt in my own personal baths. I think salt is a great item to work with, but I personally don't make salt circles. If I do make protective circles for meditation, I would do it with incense primarily. I also have a bell that I work with to open up a sacred space, but I usually open up a sacred space to just be the room that I am working in and as kind of a ritual opening, just like almost like a symbolic opening to like cleanse my mind and the space that I'm in. So yeah, the salt I would not use in my meditation. I won't really use any of these herbs. Star anise I could probably make something like falernum out of, which you use in like tiki cocktails. So that I will probably use for that. I really don't know what devil's claw is, and I'm not going to use peppercorn, so I'm not really going to use those. These are beautiful, and I am very, very, very interested in stones and working with like gemstones. So I will definitely read these and be putting these in my book of shadows, but again, I will not use these for meditation, just for my own personal knowledge. I do think that there are certain stones that people connect with more than others. I don't necessarily believe that you need to sit and know what every stone does and how every stone works. I think that each person can connect with their own personal crystals or gemstones in their own unique way. Again, I work primarily with like malachite, howlite, rose quartz, amethyst. I do like obsidian quite a lot as well, but those are the stones that I tend to work with the most. That being said, I absolutely will use this. So I went to Catholic school, so I would probably use this the same way that you would use like a rosary, except instead of like praying and repeating like the same prayer over and over, I would probably focus an intention that I would want to see manifest in my life on each bead. So I would most likely, I guess in each like section, right? So if I was like, I don't know, I want to be a better person this week, or I want to learn to be a kinder person. I would probably say that as like a mantra through each bead until I get to the hematite, and then I would probably switch an intention to something else, go through that, and then probably go through another intention through that, and then when I get to the smoky quartz, go through another intention. So I would probably use this as a rosary style. I'm assuming that's what a mala is as well, and just kind of go around it and talk to myself about the intentions that I want to set for myself, and kind of say them repetitively over and over as a way to really lock my focus onto what I am doing. Before I did that though, I would absolutely light a candle. I like to light candles to be a guiding light. I really like candles. I have one lit now. I actually almost always have candles lit when I do these videos. Have that lit as almost like the opening of my meditation. I do all of my work once a candle is lit, and I would most likely then use the Nag Champa incense just to kind of set the mood in the room that I am meditating in, give myself very like nice, cozy, warm, familiar smells to fill up the space that I am in. The oil I would use both as like a sensory oil as well as to set intentions to things. I do like to cleanse things with oil. That doesn't mean that I douse them in it. It does mean that I do a drop on myself and then a drop on an item that I wish to work with, so that we are connected through something similar. Again, I really enjoy aromatherapy, so I tend to work a lot with oils that to me make me feel more relaxed and more calm when I am doing these things. Hence why I would also be using a beeswax candle and incense. I like the smells, I like the visuals, and I would again primarily just go through this bead by bead, set intentions for myself, set goals for myself that I want to see, and focus on that. These are really cool tools to help maintain focus on the intentions that you do want to set for yourself. I think for me, like traditional meditation where you just have to sit there and kind of get lost in yourself, that's very, very difficult, especially when I'm doing meditation. I want to focus on something that I can change for the positive, or something that I can look forward to and bring myself up towards. So I feel when I can set intentions for myself and then try and manifest those into my life, it works a lot better for me and is much more calming for me than if I was to just sit here and just kind of sit in silence. That doesn't really work for this. That doesn't really work for me. Mindfulness is like a therapy technique that I have never, ever been able to master, and it's something I don't enjoy doing. However, something like this where I have something tangible in my hands really helps me. I'm a haptic learner, which means that I learn best when I am using my hands. It also means that I focus the most when I am using my hands. Probably why I am a bartender, because I work using my hands all day. So this is how I would use the items in this box personally, just for me. Let me know if this is like a good enough explanation, or if next time I do this box I should go even more in depth into how I would use it. I'm not opposed at all to showing you guys how I do like a setup for a meditation, and I could definitely incorporate the items from a future box into that. I think that could actually be kind of fun. So let me know what you guys think down below. Anyway, this is the July 2021 box from the Witch's Moon. I'm very happy with this. I think there's some great meditation devices in here. I love the idea of psychic armor and building your psyche up and protecting yourself from kind of the harsh realities of the world. The sticks and stones can break my bones, but names will never hurt me thing is the biggest lie I've ever heard, because I think words can hurt so much more sometimes than physicalities. So yeah, definitely need some psychic armor in my life. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I post every Monday and Thursdays. These are bonus episodes. I think my bonus episodes are going to be going up primarily on Saturdays. Don't know if I can stick to that schedule permanently, but I'm going to try to. And yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Mwah.